Welcome to Vaught Hemingway Stadium in Oxford, Mississippi. Today, we have one of those games that tests your focus. Top 25 team against an unranked opponent. Can you take care of business? It's the Virginia Tech Hokies and the Ole Miss Rebels. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Ollie Rowe is down on the sideline.
I caught up with the Hokies head coach before the game. He is very concerned about this crowd. It is a tough place to play, and with this home crowd, he knows that this is going to be one of their biggest challenges so far of the season. Can they get an upset on the road with this crowd noise, with this environment? He says his team has to stay locked in and focused to make it happen on the road today. Back to you.
Thank you, Holly. Really looking forward to this matchup. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. On the move, it's Lacey. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. A tough start to the opening drive as the defense comes up with a big play.
Man, that's not the attempt you wanted to start the game. First pass of the game, interception. Man, just this is where you go over to the sidelines. You have a good talk with your coach. You settle down. It's not the end of the world. It's one pass, but that is not the start he had in mind today.
This offense has it with really good field position. Looking to throw on first down. Under fire. He gets away. And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Back to pass. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Non-man receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Quarterbacks generally, guys, we know, they're not as big and not as physical runners as running backs, so it is going to be trickier for them to break tackles. I like the idea of getting the design quarterback run game going. But moving forward, let's see if we can get him out to the perimeter.
He splits the uprights. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
And that's a really good response by this defense. Their offense throws an interception, puts them in bad field position. They respond with a stop, force a field goal. Yeah, they got 3 points, but great job by this defense.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. They're going to need to get something started, finding themselves in a 3-0 hole. Leaves it with the back. And he's swallowed up immediately, stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. Makes him talk to the hand. Found a little bit of room there to get it up to the 30 before going out of bounds.
And frankly, if that's a completion, it's not going to make the end of season highlight reel, but in this game, it could lead to a highlight reel type play. The offensive coordinator may be setting something big up for later in the game.
This is where you make the money on the drive. Ball at the 30, it's 3rd and short. Gonna run it. It's Lacey. Stopped cold by this defense. They tried to fool him with the run, and nobody was buying it. And the Rebels decide to punt it away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. The accuracy is perfect, the loft, the aim, like the perfect golf shot. The punt goes out of bounds, and a nice job to get them backed up. I think they'll spot it right around the 15. Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. So they put up some early points and now to build on this 3-0 lead. Wants to throw on 1st down. Fires quickly. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on 1st down, setting up an easier 2nd down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain. It makes life really easy on me on 2nd down.
Tackled at the 28. It's a pickup of 5.
That is an impressive run. And I'll tell you, I know when we think Virginia Tech offense, we're always talking about running quarterbacks, but they've oftentimes had a running back to go along with that mobile QB threat. And it makes this rushing attack so difficult to stop. This guy right here really has the ability to do it on his own, though. Because of his speed and power, he is dangerous.
Offense has it at the 28 on 1st down. This time he wants to throw. Pocket breaking down. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense.
And a great job by the defense, dropping in zone coverage, all eyes on the quarterback, taking away the options, and then finally the pass rush gets home, gets him on the ground.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Back to pass. Fires to the right. Finds his man. It's Denmark. He's really close to that 1st down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
I love early in the game getting my quarterback in a rhythm. Coming out, short passes, easy completions. Now we're getting in a good spot.
A big 3rd down coming, and hotty-toddy, gosh almighty, this crowd is ready. Trying to pick it up on the ground. That defense was a wall, and I think they're going to stop him a little bit short of this first down.
And this defense has got to be jacked up, and they finally forced the fourth down, right? They've gotten a couple of first downs, got some things going, but I think it's decision time for this offense. And this D's got to do it one more time, right? They've got to get another play, a big fourth down stop here to get some of that momentum and get the football back.
A high kick trying to pin them deep. Going to make sure he doesn't get a return on this one as the punt bounces out of bounds. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. Trying to move them on the counter. Works his way into the traffic and picks up 3 to the 17.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Quarterback keep. But nowhere to go. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Yeah, and on money down defensively, you got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the 4th down.
Oh, look at this thing. They may need a flight attendant on that one. He'll field the punt and try to get some yardage. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. First snap of this drive comes from the 32. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Green. Couldn't find any more room up the sideline, and he's pushed out of bounds at the 36.
You know, the short passing game is a great go-to weapon for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, obviously, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play you. So for coordinators, this can really open up the rest of your playbook for the rest of the game.
Short pickup of 4 on first down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. Running inside, it's Hawkins. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. That's it for this period, and it's Virginia Tech on top. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. They've switched into the field, and we're ready to get things started here in the second. So they had a chance to talk over this 3rd down play to open the period. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
Yeah, 3rd and 1, you know what time it is. It's about the big boys up front. You got to give me a little bit of space, a little crack. You just can't give up that penetration so my running back can fall forward just like that and get the first down.
The Hokies with the 1st and 10. This time he wants to throw. Fires to the right. Pick off! What a play by this defense. Got some room to run. He's at the touchdown Rebels. Took it all the way back to the house. What a play by this defense with a pick 6.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Hokies offense to start this possession. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their previous 3 drives.
And you got to find a way to open this up and create some explosive plays. The passing game is obviously the easiest way. Jesse, put more speed on the field. Find those guys down the field.
You know they're frustrated, too, because they felt like there were some matchups they could take advantage of to get some points on the board early. In this one, they just haven't been able to connect on those opportunities. But I like David's idea. Maybe move some guys around and see if you can create some better one-on-one matchups.
And the Hokies can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Looking to fire. Catch in the middle, it's Brown. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chain.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Wide receiver going in motion. Back to pass on second down. Got his man. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down.
Tackle is made at the 46-yard line. Good enough for a first
The Hokies are rolling down the field. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Hawkins. The defense there to make the stop, and he barreled right into the teeth of the monster and picked up 4.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. Once first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up, get some movement at the point of attack, and find a little crease for your running.
Second down coming up. Keeps it on the option. And he's hit and taken down behind the line of scrimmage.
I think a lot of quarterbacks like those defenses that will be passive and let it slowly develop. Nah, this defense, you could tell, they were aggressive and attacking, and it really paid off.
Even if they don't convert, picking up a few would give them a decision to make on 4th down. It's 3rd and long from the 45. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. He's open on the right. They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41.
Man, you gotta love the response of the quarterback. Like last possession, you make a mistake. Easy to get down on yourself sometimes, but now just come out and you're absolutely surgical. 4 for 4, spreading the ball out, seeing the defense really well. Nice bounce back for this QB.
The run inside. It's Hawkins.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read. Read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Give to the running back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Well, they were trying to run a sweep, but they got put in the dustpan real fast.
And defenses understand, I cannot let fast guys get on the edge. I got to get that ball turning back towards the middle. Really good job of understanding that. Understanding if it gets too far outside from them big boys, they aren't even in the play. They're just chasing and running. So nice job by the defense not allowing that ball to get outside.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Looking for a huge play. Upstairs to make the catch. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14. Down to 2 minutes to play in the half, and the referees signal for the 2-minute timeout. Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. Makes a grab. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
Listen, QBs and wide receivers got to be on the same page, and you got to know when to throw that curl route. It's got to be on time, right when the wide receiver breaks, so the DB can't catch up. Nice job, QB and wide receiver, being on the same page, getting some positive yards.
Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the 1st down.
Yeah, and it's so nice. Don't overthink it, right? Just hand it off, get the 1st down, new set of downs, let's go.
And guys, how much better does it feel if you go to that locker room with a lead? They have a chance to do it here. A 1st down run on the doorstep. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. It's complete to the right. And that one did not work.
Man, and we're seeing the tight end used more and more in the passing game. You see him moving inside. You see him moving outside. You see him moving in the box to block people. So here they put him in the slot and just have a nice little pitch and catch session.
The Land Sharks circling. Crowd getting this defense whipped up on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Trying to find the end zone. This defense rises to the occasion, and now deep in this game, will they send out the field goal unit or go for it on 4th and short?
That's pretty good zone defense, man. Zone defense means I got eyes on the quarterback, and when somebody comes into my zone, then I'm communicating with the other guy, and they pass it off and do a good job seeing the crosser, going to him, breaking on the football, getting the tackle, and now forcing the 4th down.
And the Hokies will go for it on 4th down. And he'll step into the end end zone. Touchdown, Hokies!
And they pound the rock. The run game comes through late in the first half when you needed it. Now they take the lead. They take the momentum. That's how you end the first half.
And the extra point gives them a 3-point lead at 10-7. So they played keep away and held it for 16 plays on the scoring drive. And it was closed out by the short yardage touchdown. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out. The 25-yard line. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. He lofts one down the sideline. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on first down. Second down coming up.
This is going to be a tough situation for the offense here late in the first half. They're trying to find a way to generate some points before going into the locker room, but the defense is ready for it. So the windows are not going to be very big, especially when you're trying to attack vertically like they did on that last one. Downfield completions are going to be tough to come by.
On 2nd and 10, a 4 wide out set, trips right. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Here's the pressure. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Running inside, it's Lacey. And he's going to come out just a tad short. Needed to get the ball to the 35, and they'll mark it at the 34. Clock stops as Virginia Tech calls its first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. And the Rebels send out the punt unit. That is a cannon shot, and it's headed out of bounds. Punt goes out of bounds, and a really nice job as they stick them deep in their own end. They'll mark it around the 10. Waning seconds of the first half. Let's see just how aggressive they'll be. On the run, it's Hawkins. They make the stop, but he's got enough for the first down, and now this offense might have a chance to do something.
And that's a first down for the offense.
And that'll bring us to the end of the first half as we head to the studio for halftime. They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. About to get another look at this Hokie offense. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Stopped at the 46-yard line, but give him 10 yards and the first down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
Linebackers in today's football, obviously, guys have gotten smaller. They got to play in space more, cover fast guys out on the perimeter. But how about this linebacker coming downhill and making a physical tackle in the hole?
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Got a man. It's Reynolds. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down.
And that's a nice job by this offense. They got to find a way to continue to string good plays together. They've had a few, but they haven't put 3, 4, 5, 6 together, putting a drive like this together. Now, let's go pay this thing off and punch it in the end zone.
The Hokies, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Overton.
And this is exactly how you want to draw it up if you're an offensive coach. Later in the game, you start to get the second half and you've got the lead, and you can be the more physical team. It's really hard for somebody to come back. This defense has got to come up with a stop. They got to get more physical right now in this football game, or it's going to get out of hand.
Pulls it on the option. And he'll be hit immediately. No gain on the play.
Really nice job by the defense shutting down all the options. Don't let him get into his reading phase. Go get him right now, play sound, and more importantly, tackle him and get him on the ground.
Third and long from the 30-yard line, and this defense hoping to knock them out of field goal range. From the gun, wants to pass. Shoots it to the left. Complete downfield. And he's knocked down immediately, but they're in the red zone at the 14.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Keeps it on first down. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score.
Yeah, and it's so hard to contain this guy with all those options he has and the experience at the quarterback spot. But nice job by the defense limiting the damage. Didn't give up a huge gain.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. And he stopped right there, no gain on the play.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. Then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Snap from the gun on 3rd down. Oh, it's picked off. That's not the start they hoped for. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
Hey, guys, I tell you what, man, they went into half. They were ready to rock and roll to start this second half. They put a nice drive together, and then it's just about managing the game, right? Don't take points off the scoreboard. I start to get an area where I'm in field goal range. I'm getting ready to score a touchdown. Be smart with the football. He gets just a little greedy, and the defense makes him pay.
Here comes the Ole Miss offense onto the field. So the turnover sets up their first drive of this second half, and they'll have an opportunity to take the lead.
I love the quick decision the QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? The run inside. It's Lacey. Into a mass of giant bodies. We'll call it a 1-yard gain to the 24.
Coming into this game, man, the focal point was on the running back, right? We've got to stop the running back. Talking to these coaches, they've got to be physical. 1 guy, 2 guy, 3 guys have to get there. Man, they've done an unbelievable job being physical, getting him on the ground, and really shutting a great player down so far this game.
It'll be 3rd and long. Clock stops as Virginia Tech calls its first timeout. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. They'll send the tight end in motion. They make the stop at the 26, and let's see if they bring out the punt team. The Rebels will try to pin them back with the punt.
Number 33 on to punt it away.
Gets it away. It's a laser and maybe no chance for a return. And that punt will sail out of bounds. Let's see where the official spot. They'll try to put a drive together starting from their own 12. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. Steps out of bounds across the 25. They'll mark it at the 26, and a good pickup for this offense here.
Man, this guy is so dynamic, and that's why you want to try to get him the ball as many ways as you can. That time it's a screen throw, and he had some nice blocks downfield, but with his speed and elusive running ability, this dude is dangerous.
They'll snap it from the 26 on 1st down. Wants to throw it again, and why not? Here's the heat. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat.
This offense is going to have to come up with a plan to block this guy. He is an absolute monster, and he showed you all his tools on that sack.
And the Hokies with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. To the air on second down. And he can't connect on the throw. It's incomplete.
Another incompletion, and I've said that a lot, and these teams are just struggling. I mean, the offense just doesn't know what to do. Nothing's working. Ground game, throw game. It's kind of been a rock fight on both sides.
A big third down coming, and hotty-toddy, gosh almighty, this crowd is ready. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
That's why, as a defense, it's so important to win early downs. You win first and second down, you set up third and long. Now you can pin your ears back and get after the QB.
The kick is on its way. He'll try to make the catch in traffic. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. Running inside. It's Lacey. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
We've reached the end of the quarter, and Virginia Tech is on top. 3 quarters are in the books. Time becomes a factor both in trying to hold the lead or cut into it as we take a look at the stats. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. So the final period starts with a second down play. He's got it again. Might have a chance. Drills him with the stiff arm. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. The Rebels just got that huge run. They'd love another explosive play. Gives it on the option. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front seven has dominated this entire game.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Punts it out of the air. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
You know, this is simple pitch and catch. Quarterback and wide receiver have done this 4 million times in the offseason. He catches, waits for him to take a couple steps, boom, fires it right on his chest. They can complete this probably with their eyes closed. They've ran this route so many times together.
And the Rebels are threatening in the red zone. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Ole Miss! And they've moved out front here in the fourth.
And That's a really nice physical run. This is a team that prides themselves on the ability to establish the line of scrimmage, and here we are in the fourth quarter, late in the game. Everyone's tired, and a no-nonsense run. Great push by the offensive line, taking the lead with that touchdown.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Virginia Tech opens this drive as the offense looks ready to go. And now, after being stymied for this entire second half, they must put a scoring drive together here and answer that last touchdown. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
You got to like this defense, man. All game long, great job tackling the football. Like, you throw it on the perimeter, they're coming up. They're not giving the run after the catch of these receivers. A lot of times you see so much damage done after the catch. This defense has been dialed in, and the big play has been a non-issue.
And it's picked off for the third time today. He'll try to take it back. Touchdown, Rebels! The defense putting points on the board.
Awesome job by the linebacker there in coverage, reading the quarterback's eyes, spying the QB, knowing where that ball was going to get thrown, and then the ball skills just to pluck it out of the air and take it back for a touchdown. Awesome work.
And the extra point is up and good, and they have an 11-point fourth quarter lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Timeout called by Virginia Tech. That's their third and final one. And they'll have to navigate the rest of this game without being able to stop the clock. Tight end now in motion. Looking to throw on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Heath. Good start to this drive, and they'll need much, much more if they're going to give them a finish.
They need a ton more of this, but you got to start the drives great. The first play needs to be really good. That was a good start. Now we got to keep building on it, and we got to do it in a hurry.
Looking for a chunk play on second and short. Pulls it in. It's Brown. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down.
And this offense is going to have to be aggressive, right? Down a couple possessions, got to continue to get these first downs, move quick, don't be in a hurry, but they've got to keep the accelerator down because they need some explosive plays.
Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Wants to go right back downfield. Looking to the big tight end. Working on the right. Smashes ahead. And he was off to the races. Finally tripped up at the 36. The Hokies come to the line in the hurry up.
That's a first down for the offense.
Wants to throw it. He's got him. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. After the 4-yard completion on first down, now it's 2nd and 6.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead, it's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw first downs. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
And you got to love the versatility of the big fella. You can put him in the box and let him block big defensive linemen, or you put him in the slot and you throw him the football and have success.
And now in the most bizarre of spots, here comes the field goal kicker. Looks as if this will be a 51-yard attempt. And it's no good. He missed it. My goodness, you need those field goals, guys, to cut into that deficit. We're still at 11. Typically, you only see this at the end of the game or end of a half. I'm not really sure why we're getting an early peek at victory formation. And they'll take a knee. So now it's 2nd and long. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. They're dealing with a 2nd and long.
Now, ready,
They'll try the counter. Could be an alley.
This is a pretty easy situation for the offense right here, guys. We need one play. We need one run up front. O-line, we need you to come through for us and ice this game. They do a great job allowing that back to pick up the first.
Yeah, and it's just physicality up front. The big boys creating some space because the defense knew what was going on. They have to get a stop here or this football game is over. A lot of guys near the line of scrimmage, they can't get it done, and it is over.
With the game in hand, the offense choosing to just have the quarterback take a knee. You know, there's no real reason to panic, but if you think about it, when does panicking ever really happen? And certainly this was a bitterly disappointing outcome.
And you can look at a lot of different statistics, and I know we tend to overcomplicate college football these days, but guys, at the end of the day, it comes down to two very simple things. You can't turn the ball over, and you can't have penalties. You do those things, David, and it'll beat you every time.
That's the difference between winning and losing. It's the small things, but find those things that you need to improve on. Keep working on them. Keep developing. Those things you do well, let's do those. Let's do more of those things more consistently.
That's going to do it for us here. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. sure on EA Sports College Football, a top 25 showdown this afternoon. It's the Alabama Crimson Tide and the Texas A&M Aggies. Restating